And let's continue our conversation now with international reporter Margaret Howell. Maggie joins us tonight from Newsmax Washington, and joining us from Louisiana, co-chair of the Pelican State's Trump campaign, Jeff Crouere. Jeff, of course, a Trump delegate, also the host of Ringside Politics on Louisiana television and radio. We appreciate your time here on Newsmax Prime. Maggie, first to you, this whole deal with the Miss Universe Twitter rant is what does that say about us as a people concentrating on this so close to the election?
Well, look, J.D., Clinton brought her up. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about her. You know, Lester Holt, he dropped the ball in so many ways. I literally had to get up from my chair after about 30 minutes of that and just take a breather. No questions over Benghazi, no questions over the Clinton Foundation, no questions over immigration, no questions over her email scandal. But she brought up Alicia, so therefore we have to talk about her, unfortunately. And the facts are, we're talking about a woman who had an illegitimate child with a Mexican drug cartel leader, kingpin, a woman who drove a getaway car for an attempted murder, and a woman who threatened a federal judge. So unfortunately, this is our national debate right now. Would I rather be talking about something else? Absolutely. And forgive my pace. This really gets me fired up. You know, somebody really dropped the ball over there in the Clinton campaign because clearly they didn't vet this woman properly, or they would have found out that she's had intercourse on camera for money. So unfortunately, this is what we're talking about. Is it muddled political discourse? Maybe, but you know what? He had to respond.
And that response, Jeff, is it just Trump being Trump?
Well, it's Trump being the guy who won the majority of delegates. It's Trump being the guy who won 37 states. It's Trump who brought in 84 million viewers to the debate. You don't think, JD, they were watching Hillary. I mean, Trump is the one who really is attracting all the attention in this election. So Trump is obviously a unique character. Nobody else in political history is like Donald Trump. So, yeah, he's going to respond when he's attacked. And I think we need to know about this lady because there's so much out there about what Trump supposedly said. By the way, he also defended her. He also stood by her when others wanted to fire her. He also was trying to help her. And no good deed goes unpunished, JD. Look at all this trouble he's getting into after what he did for her. It's just despicable.
And one measure of the dominant media culture's disdain for Donald Trump came when he said, you know, I think there was something wrong with the sound system on Monday night. Well, it turns out now, Maggie, that debate organizers said Mr. Trump was right. There was a problem with the sound system. But somehow, I guess those who speak into the microphones on the alphabet networks will give this scant attention now that it's been released.
Very little attention is ever focused on anything that viewers want to have discussed, frankly, and that's one of them. You know, I'd like to know what the box was that's underneath Hillary Clinton's back that's visible with a cord. You know, is that some kind of medical issue that she has? You know, was that a listening device? There are a lot of questions surrounding that. Who was the man who took the papers off the podium? I have so many. I've replayed this debate frame by frame, and there are a lot of questions like that. The sound issue only being one aspect of this. You know what? We're just prepping for number two. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah, and first there's a debate next Tuesday night with the number twos. Jeff Crouere, just one thing very quickly. Apparently, Donald had a call with his surrogates, a conference call, saying he was very unhappy with those who said he was ill-prepared and didn't fare well at the debate. Is that just a human moment on the part of Trump reflecting where we are in this campaign?
Well, I think he's sick and tired of people unfairly attacking him within his own camp. I mean, I think, JD, honestly, he did pretty well. I mean, my goodness, he's done it for the first time against a lady who's had 39 debates. And he had all the attention on him. And he had a moderator who was in her camp. I mean, and did not ask her any tough questions.
Gotcha. Hey, look, I'm going to come back with some tough questions for you all. For right now, Jeff and Maggie, stay right where you are. What do the alphabet networks have to say about the former beauty queen with a checkered past? Dan GAINOR from the Media Research Center joins us later in tonight's program. But first, sex tapes are the least of our internet worries starting tomorrow. Stephen J.J. WEISMAN joins us to discuss the impact of President Obama signing away our right to control the internet. That and more when Newsmax Prime continues.